A pro-family leader says the First Amendment must be at the forefront in efforts to counter the assault on religious freedom in America.
The world changed on the day the Obergefell case came down. This is not the same America that we had the day before that.
Dr. Scott Lively contends gay empowerment activists are greatly emboldened by the Supreme Court's affirmation of same-sex marriage. The head of DefendTheFamily.com tells IllinoisFamily.org they now want to transform America even more through the Equality Act.
The anti-discrimination policy based on sexual orientation, that's the seed that contains the entire tree of the homosexual agenda with all of its poisonous fruit.
The Equality Act would amend existing federal law to target businesses that use religious beliefs to guard against LGBT demands.
It establishes the premise of gay thinking, homosexual thinking, that disapproval of homosexuality is wrong and illegal. Therefore, you have no basis. You can't argue against gay adoption or gay marriage or any of these other things on the grounds that homosexuality itself is wrong and harmful, which it is, because you've given that territory away. You have to fall back on some secondary or tertiary argument that just isn't as powerful, and that's why we have consistently lost all these battles.
Meantime, conservatives in Congress have introduced the First Amendment Defense Act. The bill would bar the federal government from discriminating against individuals and organizations who support one-man, one-woman marriage. While Dr. Lively backs the measure, he's drafted what he calls the First Amendment Supremacy Clause.
It reframes the debate in the public.
Under the First Amendment Supremacy Clause, the First Amendment would trump sexual orientation regulations.
What's really at stake is sexual orientation regulations versus the First Amendment. And if you ask the same group of people out on the street, which should prevail? If that's the question, sexual orientation policies or the First Amendment, which one of those should win in a head-to-head fight? They're going to say the First Amendment. Of course, the First Amendment.
To find out more about the First Amendment Supremacy Clause, visit scottlively.net. I'm Monty Larrick.